So today I want to compare polymer clay to foam clay. For that I mixed similar colors with the foam clay and also with polymer clay, and I'm gonna try 3 different styles of earrings. First I'm gonna try a clay slab. Next I'm going to make a flat cutout form, and for the third I'm going to try to make a 3D flower. I never even made it with polymer clay, so it will be exciting. And because it's 1000 degrees in here and I'm dying, I'm going to leave the windows open. And we're going to switch to voiceover. First, I'm going to make a clay slab with the polymer clay. It's just a simple flower design because I'm not the best at making clay slabs, but this is for science. When it's finished, I'm using simple circles to cut out some pieces, and then it's time to try the same with foam clay. It's definitely different, and especially really small pieces are hard to handle because they dry out quickly and they get kinda wrinkly, but it's possible. The cutting out part is a bit different. The clay really likes to stick together and the edges get kinda smushed, but it's possible to smoothen them with your fingers. Just be careful so you don't destroy the whole shape. Next up are flat cutouts, and I wanna try and mix them like they do in those videos. You know those videos? I never did that before too, and it got kinda messy. I also decided to mix some transparent clay in there, which is something that's not possible with foam clay. Then I cut them, put them together somehow, and cut out some more detailed designs. Now let's do the same with foam clay. Cutting them up doesn't really work. Again, it just loves to stick together. So I just ripped it into pieces, added some white because there is no transparent foam clay, and tried to cut it again. It's just not made for cutting. After rolling it out, there are still some wrinkles where it just doesn't want to join together. So cutting with more detailed designs was a disaster. It's just too squishy and sticky, so circles and other easy forms it is. Now let's move on to the 3D flowers, which I also never made before, so they will be as simple as possible. Polymer clay works great for that, so now let's try the foam clay. I think this is something it would be better suited for. With some practice, you could make great flowers and they would weigh nothing. So after baking the polymer clay and letting the foam clay dry, I'm going to sand the foam clay pieces with a fine sandpaper and the polymer clay with a Dremel. Drilling holes work similarly on both. Just be more careful with the foam clay or the hole gets way too big. After assembling them, which works the same on both, let's have a look at the finished pieces. So I think you could use foam clay for earrings, but maybe more for specific pieces. It definitely can't replace polymer clay, but it could be a great addition. Big pieces that would otherwise be too heavy or whole figures as earrings, like my cheetahs, could be a place to use foam clay. But one thing I found tricky with foam clay is that it loses some of the shape you give it while drying, and it just doesn't do good with little details like the folded petals on the flowers. It changes a bit while drying, and it's also easier to break it or rip the earring off. In the first few days it's still very flexible, but it gets more dry and stiff over time. So if you're looking for something to replace polymer clay, foam clay won't make you very happy, but if you just want a new medium to add new ideas and possibilities, I would definitely try it out, and I'd love to see what you can come up with. I really hope this was helpful. If so, give it a like and hopefully we'll see us in the next one. Bye!